بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Rasulillah. At school we learn how things work. How rain falls, how food grows, how energy moves. Science is amazing. It shows us patterns and connections in the universe. But sometimes we get so focused on the how and we forget about the why. Why are these patterns even there in the first place? That's where the argument from contingency helps. It reminds us that everything in the universe depends on something else to exist. And if you keep asking, what does everything ultimately rely on? The only answer that makes sense is God, the necessary being. Think of the analogy of the stack of books. They can only stand upright because of the shelf holding them. The books rely on the shelf, but the shelf doesn't rely on the books. In the same way, the whole universe is dependent, and it's dependent on God, and He is the one who sustains it without depending on anything. This idea doesn't go against science. In fact, it makes science deeper. Let's look at some examples. The water cycle depends on gravity and evaporation, but those forces exist only because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sustains them. Photosynthesis lets plants make food, but sunlight, enzymes, and cells, they do not exist by themselves. Allah created and maintains them. Fire burns because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made a regular connection between fuel and heat, and He can break that connection anytime, like when the fire didn't burn the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. Science shows us the patterns. Contingency reminds us who makes the patterns possible. Science shows us how things work, and contingency shows us who makes them work. So next time you are studying gravity, atoms, and cells, don't just think this just happens. Remember, it happens because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows it. It exists because Allah sustains it. It works because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it possible. That is the real power of the argument from contingency. It turns science into wonder, and every discovery into a reminder of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum.